नमस्कार मित्रों, आज हम यहाँ 56 इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल ऑफ इंडिया ईफी 2025 की कर्टन रेजर प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के अवसर पर उपस्थित हुए हैं। जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हैं, ये सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्रालय के तत्वावधान में आयोजित होने वाला सबसे महत्वपूर्ण फिल्म समारोह है। इस बारे में आपसे विस्तृत जानकारी साझा करने के लिए आज हमारे साथ यहाँ उपस्थित हैं माननीय सूचना एवं प्रसारण तथा संसदीय कार्य राज्य मंत्री डॉक्टर एल मुरुगन जी। मंत्री जी, आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है। साथ ही मैं स्वागत करता हूं सचिव सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्रालय श्री संजय जाजू जी का, फेस्टिवल डायरेक्टर ईफी श्री शेखर कपूर जी, अपर सूचना सचिव सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्रालय श्री प्रभात जी, संयुक्त सचिव डॉक्टर अजय नागभूषण, चेयरमैन इंडियन पैनोरमा जूरी फीचर फिल्म श्री राजा बुंदेला जी, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एमडी एनएफडीसी श्री प्रकाश मखदूम और चेयरमैन इंडियन पैनोरमा जूरी नॉन फीचर श्री धर्म गुलाटी जी। आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है। सबसे पहले मैं अनुरोध करता हूं कि आप ईफी से संबंधित प्रोमो फिल्म का शुरुआत करें, अवलोकन करें। धन्यवाद, थैंक यू। अब मैं सूचना और प्रसारण मंत्रालय में संयुक्त सचिव फिल्म डॉक्टर अजय नागभूषण जी से अनुरोध करता हूं कि वो एक प्रेजेंटेशन ईफी के बारे में आपके सामने करें।
Thank you, sir. As per your directions, I'll try to keep it very precise, sir. Very good afternoon, Honorable Minister Shri Murugan, sir, our Secretary Sri Sanjay Jaju, sir, Shekhar Kapoor ji, and all the dignitaries on the dais. As we start this leg of IFI this year, I think it's important to remember history also. Just to give a brief, we have to remember that the first feature film was shown, or the first film was shown by the Lumiere brothers in Paris in 1895. It was in December 1895 that she had shown a film or motion picture, and almost within 6 months, in 1896 itself, a similar show was organized in Mumbai, in the then Watson Hotel. And after that, we had a series of lot of interest in that, and we came up with our first feature film by Dada Saheb Phalke in 1913. And actually, since our tradition and our country, we are always a storytelling, very rich storytelling tradition. We took to this new medium of films. And today we are making almost 2,000 feature films every year, and more than 20,000 non-feature films in this year itself. Seeing this huge interest in the film industry, the then government in 1952 started the International Film Festival of India. Initially, it used to travel over 5 cities: Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Thiruvananthapuram, Hyderabad, Calcutta, sorry. Now it is in the present location of Goa since 2004. Next. Just to remember all the people who work for films, a film is just, if every film is an example for the human spirit of cooperation and collaboration, from the humble spot boy to the director and to the producers who put crores of rupees. Every film is a example of this human spirit of collaboration and cooperation. And similarly, from the humble spot boy to the great directors and producers who put crores of rupees. Our film festival, which we are doing with entries from many countries across the continents, it's a huge teamwork. And we started with our steering committee with eminent personalities from the film industry. Our Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnav ji is the chairman of this steering committee, and we started with the first meeting in August. Next. I request all of you to kindly note the important dates. The festival dates, that is 20th November will be the beginning, to 28th November will be the final day of IFFI. This year, instead of the opening ceremony, traditional opening ceremony, we are planning to do an opening parade on the streets of Goa and opposite the old GMC building, that is on 20th November itself. And the film bazaar, which was the largest film bazaar in Asia, we are coming with the new avatar of Waves Film Bazaar after our successful event of Waves. This is from 20th to 24th November. This will be finally capped with the closing ceremony on 28th November in the Shama Prasad Mukherjee Indoor Stadium. This parade will have tableaus from leading production houses, state governments, and also cultural troops from across the country. When we opened the nominations and the entries for the film this year, we saw a huge response, almost 2,314 submissions from 127 countries. And this is in the international competition section. And the Indian cinema, we had 1,098 submissions in 18 languages. And finally, after the thorough process of viewing each of the film, I have shortlisted 240 films from 81 countries. And this year, the highlight is that we are having 13 world premieres, 5 international premieres, and 44 Asian premieres. And in the competition section, we have 32 outstanding films from across 5 continents. This is an important, milestone in the festival, the opening film, the mid film, and the closing film. We are opening with the Blue Trail. Sirat will be the mid-fest film, and the Useful Ghost will be the closing film. Just to also take this opportunity to introduce our jury for this year, international jury. We have our eminent filmmaker, Sri Rakesh Om Prakash Mehraji, as the chairman of the international jury, and Graham Clifford, Remy, and Chandra Ratnam, and Catherine Shuttler. These are the other jury members. We have 15 films nominated for the Golden Peacock Award and the 3 Silver Peacock. As you can see, there are 3 Indian films here, Govandhal, Amaran, and Sarkit. Next. And this is the section called the Best Debut Feature Film of a Director. Here 7 films are there. This is for your information. Next. And these are the 10 films nominated for the UNESCO Gandhi Medal. All these details are in the press release. Next. These 240 films we have curated under various sections. Important point to be noted is the restored classics, which will be told later. Now, what's the important thing about this year's film festival? We're having these award-winning films from the top international film festivals. These are the films which have won awards in other festivals, and first time they are getting premiered and shown in our country. And the cinephiles can note all these films. Next. These are the 21 Oscar entries in the lineup, and we're very lucky to source all these things thanks to our festival director, and his team's effort. Next. This year we are having a special focus on Japan. They have sent a good collection of 6 movies, and they're also sending a big team for the participation here. This film festival also features films by top directors and stars. Next, the Indian Panorama opening film. Amaran will be from the feature film section. Kakori will be from the non-feature film section. And we had the jury headed by Raja Bundela ji. They painstakingly went through 1098 films and came up with the list of the 25 feature films. And this is his team, which have done this huge work for us. Thank you, sir. This is the Indian Panorama feature films list. Next. This is the section of the best debut director from the Indian feature film section. These are the 5 films and the directors. Next. The Indian Panorama for the non-feature film jury. It's my also privilege to introduce Sridharam Gulati sir also again in the podium today. They went through a quite big process and shortlisted the 20 non-feature films. Next. As you are aware, we are having more than 50 OTTs in our country, and there are almost around 15 crores subscribers and 60 crore viewers in the OTT platform. So every year this is a big draw in the OTT nominations, and this is the jury for OTT nomination, that is Sri Bharat Balaji and his team. The 5 web series which are nominated for the OTT awards. As such, now we have run through the film section of the festival. I just want to come to the other verticals of the festival. This is the Waves Film Bazaar at IFFI. As I told, it will be running from 20 to 24 November at Marriott, Goa. We have 25 participation from more than 25 countries and 2,000 delegates registered and also guests. And pavilions from 25 technical companies, 7 countries and 10 states. Netflix and L&T Mindtree are partners here. Just to give a small brief is that the key sections are like a co-production market. There is a screenwriters lab, work in progress and viewing rooms, and student workshop and producers workshop. We are having around 300 projects lined up here, and there is going to be also a cash award of around $20,000 in this section. Other vertical, which is very much looked forward by all the young students and filmmakers. This is the masterclass section, and it will be in Kala Academy in Goa itself. And these are 21 curated sessions spread across the 7 days. This is our galaxy of people who will speak there. Yeah. The next section is about the gala premieres. These are the films which we are waiting for almost some time for the festival so that they can be premiered here. This is the list, 16 films as of now. We are getting more entries in this section. Hopefully we'll get some more. Next. And this is the 5th edition of the Creative Minds of Tomorrow also. We had a total registration of almost 800 young kids and young people from across the country. And the jury will select around 100 entries. And another 25 we have shortlisted from our Create in India challenge across the country in the last year. They will also participate here, and they will be given a 48-hour or a 2-day filming challenge. This will also be awarded. Next. And this is the new section, or the first time section which has been introduced in IFFI this year. And this is the with great push from the festival director and our secretaries are also. This is the AA Film Festival and the Cinema Hackathon. This AA Film Festival is going to be the first time featured in here. And this contains an online challenge of making AI film with just a brief that it should be from 2 minutes to 10 minutes and completely AI generated. And L&T Mindtree is the partner here. And we are going to award 5 awards: the best AI film, most innovative use of AI, best storytelling, best visuals, best sound and music design. So this is the first time at this national platform we are giving opportunity to AI films, and we look forward to get a good response and make it bigger next year. And this year we also have the opportunity to celebrate the centenary celebrations of these eminent personalities: Gurudhat ji, Raj Khosla, Ritvik Ghatak, Bhanumati ji, Bhupen Hazarika and Salil Chaudhary. We already had one feature of celebrating their cinematic journey in Waves, but we also want to do it in IFFI also officially. Next. It's also an opportunity to remember V. Shantaramji on, and this film, Dr. Kotnis Ki Amar Kahani, will be screened to mark the 125 years of his cinematic journey. The next one is the one which will be most interest to everyone. We are celebrating 50 years of Rajnikant's debut in the film world. He debuted in 1975. That was his first film, and he has created a world record, or is the first or the person to have completed 50 years as a leading man in any languages across all countries. And this we are taking opportunity to celebrate his dedication and success. And how to come to IFFI? These are the registration process. There are 3 platforms. Either we can come through the mobile app, which is there on the App Store and in Play Store also, and through the website, and also through our booking partner, Book My Show also. And delegates can access digital access cards, and entry and all these things will be available through the digital access card also. Media accreditation, kindly note, this is through the website, it can be done easily. And last is that I request all of you to go through our website and our apps so that you can get a good idea about all the content and all the events which are happening, and also try to know how to engage yourself, and also you can share your user experiences also, and stay updated with the latest news and the latest things happening at IFFI Goa. I once again thank all of you for a patient hearing, and I hope all of you will recognize the efforts and of all our filmmakers and make this festival a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay, for an overview of the film festival. Now, with us is Secretary of Information and Broadcasting. I would request सचिव महोदय कि आप मीडिया को संबोधित करें.
Honorable Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting and Parliamentary Affairs, Dr. Muruganji, Festival Director, esteemed Shekhar Kapoorji, our jury chairs, Raja Bundela ji, Dharam Gulati ji, officials on the dais, members of the media, officials, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm good morning to all of you. Today, as the country celebrates the 150 years of Vande Mataram, it's more than fitting that today we are doing this curtain raiser press conference on the 56th International Film Festival of India. Vande Mataram has been part of our cinematic heritage as well. In fact, there are movies that have captured the essence of Vande Mataram, kept the spirit of Bharat Mata alive, And as was being pointed out by our Joint Secretary, the 56th International Film Festival of India is going to be another trailblazing year. Last year, a new parampara was started by our government, and the festival actually was handed over effectively to the industry, with Shekhar Kapoorji, the legendary film director, taking over as the festival director from 55th International Film Festival. And today we are announcing the 56th International Film Festival. And believe me, friends, with the entire steering committee that includes members of the industry from all parts of our country, and the steering committee members led by our Honorable Minister, Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji, our Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Murugan ji. We are trying to bring the glory back to the International Film Festival of India. A lot of firsts were achieved last year, and India being one of the largest producers of films, feature films, short films, documentaries, producer of films across languages, regions in our country, films that are not just making waves in India, they are making waves outside India. It is important that our film festival gets back the glory, and now that there is news trickling in from all over the world that there are films that are making the best run in the global box offices are the Indian films. One of our steering committee members from Australia told me that this year Indian films in Australian box office made more money than Hollywood films in Australia. And I think that's the way to go. Our films are not just being made for Indian audience, the films are now being made for global audience. And the International Film Festival is, to an extent, our effort to showcase the cinematic diversity that we have in our country, at the same time provide opportunities to global filmmakers to come and screen their films to the cinephiles who come in from not just India, but from various parts of the world. A lot of details were already mentioned. It's a big year. We have the highest number of entries which came in, and I think the work done by our juries was absolutely superb, because they had to filter almost 90% of the movies. Out of 3,000 submissions, you have 240 films which are going to be featured, coming in from 81 countries. And as a first, this year we have 3 countries that are participating majorly. We have Japan as the country of focus. Not just films are coming, but film producers, directors, actors are coming in from Japan. You have Spain as another partner country, and we also have Australia, which was our country of focus last year, as our spotlight country. And again, we are getting very good participation from these countries, both in terms of films as well as the film crew. And last year we started the debut feature film competition, which is going to continue this year. And there are many new things that were tried last year, which are again going to be continued and are going to be scaled up. Last year we had tried out a carnival in Goa on the second day. Now we are going to be opening our film festival through a carnival and a parade. A parade that will celebrate the cinematic journey of our country. A parade that will add the carnival spirit to this entire festival. And this is going to be absolutely new because large number of production houses and multiple states are going to be participating in this parade. You will have cultural troops flying in from all parts of our country, becoming part of this parade. And all these people will only have one message: cinema, cinema, cinema. In addition to that, the Waves event, which was one of our milestone events conceptualized by our Honorable Prime Minister, which had seen the participation from more than 100 countries, and an event that ultimately has now become a movement that has given birth to multiple initiatives like the Waves Bazaar. And as part of the Waves Bazaar, we are going to be doing an event called Waves Films Bazaar. And as was pointed out, this year it's going to be huge. We'll have 300 projects, 22 feature films, and 5 documentaries in the co-production market. And it will provide huge opportunities for our creators to convert their craft into commerce. And a lot of sponsors have also joined in. And as was pointed out, this is going to be a complete industry-led effort. And believe me, I was part of the festival last year. I think one place that was completely vibrant was our Film Bazaar. And believe me, it's not going to be any different. On the contrary, it's going to be much bigger, much larger. Now that we have already created world's first e-marketplace called Waves Bazaar, I'm pretty certain that this year we'll have vibrancy which will exceed what we did last time. In addition to that, we have also scaled up Creative Minds of Tomorrow. This is a process which actually spawns next generation of filmmakers. Recently, you might have heard that in one of our National Film Awards, one of the winners actually came in from the CMOT of 2021. So it's obviously the fact that the creative minds of tomorrow give birth to future superstars, actors, performers who eventually would become the torchbearer of our cinematic legacy. Again, this is going to be scaled up to more than 125 participants who will be coming in from all over the country in this 48 hours of a hackathon, and that will again be a great effort. We're going to scale that up. Another first, as was pointed out, is the AI Film Festival, a brainchild of our festival director. All of you are aware how generative AI is now becoming a major disruptor for the media and entertainment segment. And it's important that such technological progress is being embraced. And in order to provide a fillip to this particular segment and provide opportunities to our young filmmakers who want to dabble in artificial intelligence related technologies, as you might have seen, there's a competition section, and I'm pretty certain that this will again be a great opening for many of our budding filmmakers. We are also going to be doing centenary celebrations, as was mentioned. At the same time, the key other highlights being 50 years of Sholay, 50 years of Rajnikantji, 50 years, 125 years of Shantaramji. All this is going to be celebrated in the film festival this year. We also started another property called as iFiesta, which is taking forward the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister of doubling the concert economy in our country by 2030. And in that line, we'll also have iFiesta happening in collaboration with major event management agencies to bring in the concert economy into the clear focus. We are also going to be doing Waves Cultural as part of our closing event. And the closing event is going to happen on the 28th. In addition to that, there will be large number of master classes, large number of film personalities who will be coming from all parts of the country and world. But the focus this year again would be on youth. Like last year, We'll have the students from all the film schools across the country, film schools belonging to the Government of India, as well as the private film schools who would be invited to participate in the film festival. We'll also have a day which will be dedicated to the alums of the film schools that we have, and that again will be uh, a new opening which we started last year and will continue with that. So we have laid out a huge platform. A lot of efforts have gone in. The bookings are already going on. We have already partnered with Book My Show and other ticketing partners. I'm sure people are making use of these opportunities. We also have a very good app which will host all the films that have been announced today the moment this program is over. So you understand which are the films that are lined up. But believe me, this is going to be a festival that would surely make all of us proud. So, ladies and gentlemen, from our side, this is an invitation to all of you and through you to all the cinephiles of our country to come and be part of the 56th edition of the International Film Festival of India, which is going to be not just a cinematic celebration, but which will reaffirm India's growing leadership in the global creative economy. We look forward to seeing all of you in Goa, and thank you. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Festival Director IFI, Shri Shekhar Kapoor ji, to express his thoughts.
Can you hear me? Am I clear? Right? Okay, I'll speak soft. Mr. Muruganji, thank you. You're always supporting us. Thank you for being here. And Secretary, sir, I know you handed over to various committees, but the detail with which you are looking at everything in the festival, I'm astounded. I wish I would have you as a producer in my next film. The amount of effort you put into this, you could have produced 10 films. You're amazing, amazing, and thank you so much. Thank you to the Government of India to support filmmaking as we are. But so, as I was walking in, I asked somebody, I said, how many people actually came? I'm not talking about filmmaking, I'm just talking, how many people came to Goa to attend the festival? And he said, I think about 20,000, maybe more. 20,000 people came to Goa to participate in this thing called the festival. If we can call it a mela, but I'm a little scared of doing that, but it is a mela. When 20,000 people come, it's a film mela. It's a technology mela. It's a beautiful thing. So I think that our estimates are maybe another 3-4 years, 100,000. So good luck to the infrastructure of Goa. 100,000 people descending. And I said, where did they live? They said, sir, if they didn't find it, they would just camp. They would go to a garden, they would go to the beach, they would sleep there. So what does it say about us as a nation of film goers? Forget filmmakers for a moment. The film we are and must, and we have been, as a part of this festival, celebrating film goers. They've supported us. Every time we are the largest filmmaking country in the world, but we're also the largest film-going country in the world. So the Goa Film Festival celebrates the film goers also, and please, everybody come. I don't know how we'll accommodate 100,000, sir, but we'll find a way in Goa to do that. So the question is, why is a film festival important? Why is it important for everybody to come to a film festival? Why is storytelling important? Because when we share stories, we understand each other. When you come and you see films from all over the world and from within India, and this question of diversity and inclusiveness is so real, because you're coming there and you're watching films made by people who belong to a different culture, and they're telling you a different story. And so the idea that if everybody can tell each other their stories, we are going to be a much more peaceful nation. We're going to be a much more peaceful society. We're going to be a much more peaceful world. We have to keep on doing, because that's what films festivals are meant for, to share our stories with the rest of the world. It's also in India meant for our filmmakers, and that's why the young filmmakers idea is so important, because we are becoming much more important in the world, in the way we tell stories. We are far more important. You just said in Australia, Indian films are surpassing Hollywood, right? In Canada, the same thing is happening. In Europe, the same thing. They're not surpassing it, but Indian films are becoming more and more important. So the more young people come and participate, the more our stories are taken outside. Our culture is taken outside. And therefore, we must go on, and thank you very much for including and making this so inclusive. Everything else has been said. I'll just add a word of technology. I was taken aback when I was there at Waves when our Prime Minister came. And he said, creativity and technology, the orange economy, is the future. And I was listening as a filmmaker and a man addicted to technology, and I thought, oh, wow. And therefore, I'm so glad we brought that idea here, because when people come to me and say, "Arey yaar, technology kya hota hai? Kuch nahi, hum to film banate hain, hum to kahani sunate hain." Remember, when in Hollywood, when they used to make silent films, and when sound came in, everybody rebelled. Ye film thodi hoti. They used to make black and white films, and then color came. Arey ye kya film thodi hoti hai? So I tell my कहता हूँ, देखो, when you take a camera, it's a data gathering device. The creativity you bring to the camera. Similarly, and we go on to AI, artificial intelligence, it's a data gathering device. So who brings the creativity? Who tells the stories? The stories are told by the people, the storytellers, the filmmakers, the young people sharing, and culture all over. So storytelling will never go away. And we are a nation of storytellers. You today take one Mahabharat, पूरी जिंदगी काट देंगे आप महाभारत की कहानी सुनाते सुनाते, वो खत्म ही नहीं होती. That's how we are. We are a culture, a nation of storytellers. And we have to take our stories outside, not just because we say, "Arey, hum Indian hain, hum apne kahani sunayenge," because these stories are relevant to the world. The morality, the culture, the conflicts are relevant to whatever is going on in the rest of the world. That's why India becomes so important, and that's where technology becomes so important. That we use technology. इतने सिनेमा हॉल्स है नहीं दुनिया में जहां हमारी कहानी आ सकती है. Do it with technology. We do it with the AI. The other great thing about technology, sir, is it is so democratic. A 20-year-old man will make, but एक 11 साल का बच्चा AI के साथ एक फिल्म बना सकता है. वो film that used to cost 300 crores, 400 crores will now cost 10,000 rupees. You are giving the tools of technology to the young people, to people who are just trying to make films. And you're giving them the tools to tell their stories. So thank you very much. I could go on about technology and filmmaking. Wales Bazaar feels more than a bazaar. It's a movement. It's a storytelling movement. It's a new technology. And do come and witness what we do. And you will be, sir, you will be amazed. I went to the Film Bazaar last year. I didn't want to leave. Everywhere I went, there was a kid coming. Sir, मेरी एक कहानी सुन लीजिए. ये इंडिया है. मैं लिफ्ट में जाता हूँ तो एलिवेटर बंद होता है तो आदमी कहता है सर एक गाना सुन लीजिए. मैं टैक्सी में बैठता हूँ तो टैक्सी ड्राइवर कहता है आप शेखर कपूर हैं. हाँ. अरे साहब बूढ़े हो गए आप. मैं कहता यार वो मेरी गलती थोड़ी है, मैंने तो कुछ नहीं किया, लेकिन सर एक कहानी सुना दूँ. तो मैंने यार टैक्सी तो स्लो चलाएगा, तू कहानी सुनाएगा, मेरा फेयर पड़ेगा, तो रहने दे. बट वेयर डू यू गो इन इंडिया? जो आता है, किसी के पास डांस है, किसी के पास म्यूजिक है, किसी के पास कहानी है, इसको गैदर करके हाउ डू वी गैदर दिस? We gather this under Waves, and with technology, we spread it to the rest of the world. So thank you. Please come to Waves. Once again, when 150,000 people visiting Goa, अब गोवा गवर्नमेंट से कहेंगे सर कुछ ना कुछ तो करिए सर. अब ये इतने लोग आएंगे, उसको अब क्या करें? ये फिल्म है, ये स्टोरी टेलिंग है, इसको तो आप रोक नहीं सकते. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for the enlightening speech. And now I request Honorable Minister Dr. L. Murugan sir to speak to all of you.
Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, IFI, the Festival Director, Sri Shekhar Kapoorji, Juries, Sri Dharam Gulatiji, Sri Raja Pondleji, officers on the dais, friends from media, Namaste to you all. So today we have a curtain raiser press conference of 56th International Film Festival of India. You are all aware every year from 52 onwards, this film festival is taking place in India, International Film Festival. Particularly from 2004 onwards, it's in one place, it's Goa. Every year, the Goa government and the Ministry of Information Broadcasting is organizing this festival. All media friends, you are also, every year you are visiting there. We are seeing how every year new things are introducing and new technologically also. So this year, the film festival is having AI, artificial intelligence section also is there. So throughout the participant, you can take almost 81 countries participation is going to come. Already they are registered. 240 films are screened already. Screening committee and juries, they watched these 240 movies. They selected for this, and these all 240 movies are international movies, or they are participated various film festivals like Cannes, Venice, Berlin, and Busan film festivals. These films, because how our juries, they are very carefully went and carefully go through the festival films, and they selected these 140 films. And apart from this, Indian panorama films also, from Tamil, Malayalam, Assami, Hindi, Bengali, and other language regional films, to promote our Indian cinemas. In this, almost they identified 25 feature films, 25 non-features, and 5 Japu films. Also is going to screen there in the International Film Festival of India at Goa. Our Prime Minister, our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji's vision, Nari Shakti. So this year, almost 50 women film directors, they directed 50 women directors, they directed the films. Almost these 50 films are screened there, is going to screen, and we want to give an equal opportunity. For that, the women directors, this festival is encouraging them, and 50 women directors are identified. And also last year also the OTT series, for the web series, the OTT awards also given this year also. We are going to give the OTT awards. And while we start, I remember that when we celebrated Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, that time 75 young minds we identified. So that continues 75, then 80, now it is in 124 participants, young minds, new participants. They are going to participate in 13 crafts, 13 various verticals. They are going to participate, and they are going to make whatever cinema or documentary or reels, they are going to do in the field of screenwriting, editing, sound, production, design. Further new initiatives also they are going to take. And already our secretary and joint secretary, they had a detailed presentation before you. We are going to honor the centenary celebrities, Gurudat, Ritvik, Katak, Raj Khosle, and Bhanumati, Bhuban Hasarika, and Salil Chaudhary. See, every year we are honoring the cinema. They are all dedicated them entire life to the cinema. They have taken our Indian cinemas as a much higher level. In this festival is going to honor them. And apart from this, V. Sandaramji's 125th year and Sri Rajinikanth's 50 year, and also this year is the focus country is the Japan is the country of focus, and Waves Bazaar they mentioned already. And this year, you see, every year traditional opening takes place. This year, apart from that, a parade opening itself, the parade from media, cinema houses, from the states, the cultural troops, they do parade in the Goa streets. So this is a new initiative this year we taken, and knowledge series has also introduced in this, and the Waves Bazaar almost, and pavilions also, almost 7 countries pavilion are there, and more than 10 states pavilions are there. Apart from that, production houses pavilions are there in that our International Film Festival. And I also I can tell in this juncture, the cinema producers, their demand, they almost they told our ministry they need protection from the piracy. So immediately our government came forward to got a Cinematography Act amended, and the act is implemented. Like that, the producers they are asking, for example, one producer there is making a Tamil movie, or he want to go if he want to dub for Telugu, he has to go Hyderabad, or he want to go, he has to go to Mumbai. Now this is not necessary. He can apply in one place. Multi-language certificate is going to given. This Ek Bharat Seshta Bharat, our Honorable Prime Minister's vision, Ek Bharat Seshta Bharat. Every year Kashi Tamil Sangamam, Saurashtra Tamil Sangamam is taking place in this Ek Bharat Seshta Bharat. In this Ek Bharat Seshta Bharat, our CBFC is going to give multi-language certificates in whatever the movie they produce in one language or various languages, they can get the multi-language certificates. So friends, every year we are meeting there in Goa. So I invite you all. We will gather in Goa. We celebrate the festival, and we take our Indian cinemas the global platform. And this festival is bridge between the creators to the world. So we will meet in Goa. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the speech. And now floor is open for questions from media. All of you are requested to ask one question, and another thing is please identify yourself and your organization's name.
All of them are requested to ask one question. You can only ask one question.
हाँ, इफी रिलेटेड इट इज, या इट इज इफी रिलेटेड. सो अपना एक बोर्ड उठा लीजिए, फर्स्ट नंबर.
सर, मैं सुजीत ठाकुर हूँ, दैनिक भास्कर अखबार से. मेरे आपने कहा एक ही सवाल पूछना कि मेरे 2 सवाल थे. पहला सवाल तो था कि बहुत सफल कार्यक्रम होता है, तो हमारा जो एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट है प्रधानमंत्री जी का कॉन्सेप्ट, तो वहाँ से कोई एंट्री स्टोरी टेलिंग का या कोई फिल्म बनाने का या कुछ इसी तरह के चीज़ सीखने का कोई आया है, उसका कोई डेटा है? नंबर 1. और नंबर 2 शेखर सर से है कि आपने मिस्टर इंडिया बनाई थी एआई कॉन्सेप्ट के तहत. अब एआई आ गया है, तो जैसे अल्बानिया में अब एक मिनिस्टर हो गए हैं एआई अवतार, तो क्या अब फिल्म इंडस्ट्री को वो भी खतरा है, शेखर कपूर का एआई अवतार भी कोई आ सकता है?
सबसे पहले अपने ही पैर पर कुल्हाड़ी मारनी चाहिए. किसी भी क्रिएटिव आदमी को चैलेंज यही होता है. वो जो पहाड़ अब जब चढ़ चुके हैं ना, उस पर मत जाओ, वो तो हो गया. अब कोई ऐसा चैलेंज लो जो बहुत मुश्किल लगे, ऐसा चैलेंज लो जो आपको डर लगे, जिससे जो जिससे आप हार सकते हो, उसी से काम अच्छा होता है। वो जो हो चुका है वो तो हो चुका है, लेकिन एआई का खतरा है कि एक 10 साल की लड़की आएगी, कहेगी सर मैं आपसे अच्छी फिल्म बना सकती हूँ, मैंने पूरा प्रॉम्प्टिंग सीख लिया है। वो बना सकती है वो, इसलिए मुझे भी सीखना पड़ेगा, मुझे उसके साथ compete करना पड़ेगा। तो जब तक compete करता रहूँगा, आगे देखता रहूँगा, तो ज़िंदगी, क्रिएटिव ज़िंदगी नहीं ख़त्म होगी। और अगर हाँ ठीक है यार तुम जो कर लो, एआई क्या होता, कुछ नहीं होता, तब ज़िंदगी ख़त्म हो जाएगी, है ना, क्रिएटिव ज़िंदगी। बाकी देखें वो तो भगवान के हाथ में है।
और फिल्में पूरी देश भर से आती हैं और विश्व भर से आती हैं। जैसे बताया आपको कि लगभग 3000 फिल्में टोटल इसमें आती हैं और उसमें से सिलेक्शन किया जाता है। और मैंने बताया बहुत लिमिटेड स्ट्राइक रेट है, 10% ओनली फिल्में हैं जो फाइनली दिखाई जाती हैं। पर जो क्रिएटिव माइंड्स ऑफ टुमारो है बड़ा डाइवर्स है। वहाँ पे लास्ट ईयर भी मैं गया था, इस बार भी मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि देश के हर प्रांत से, हर इलाके से लोग मौजूद रहेंगे। और साथ ही साथ आपने जो ये बात कही कि बच्चे हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उन सभी के लिए हमने इस बार फिर ये इंतज़ाम किया है जो लास्ट ईयर भी हुआ था। हमारा जो फिल्म इंस्टीट्यूट ईटानगर में है, हमारा फिल्म इंस्टीट्यूट पूना में और कलकत्ता में, उसके अलावा जो भी प्राइवेट स्कूल्स भी हैं वहाँ के बच्चों को भी विशेष इस बार आमंत्रित किया जा रहा है ताकि वो आएँ, अच्छी फिल्में देखें, वहाँ अच्छे फिल्मकारों से मिलें, उनसे प्रोत्साहन लें और आने वाले भविष्य की नींव रखें।
थैंक यू। 25 नंबर अपना परिचय।
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Parvinder Sandhu from UNI and the Statesman. Sir, my question is, you spoke about that the parade will be the opening for IFI this time. So will we see any stars participating in the parade? And the second question is related to the Goa city as city. It has been in news for all the wrong reasons, especially, how the tourists are being harassed there, especially because of the taxi operators and all. So to ensure that the people who are visiting IFI do not face such kind of harassment from the local taxi operators there, are you in talks with the Goa government to provide for public transport for commuting from one place to another?
See, Goa remains a top tourist destination in our country, and this entire event is being held in Goa now for close to 2 decades. Goa government is an equal partner in this endeavor. In fact, the Honorable Minister, INB, as well as the Chief Minister of Goa are the co-chairs of the steering committee that we have for it. Every other day we have a regular meeting with all the officials in Goa government, and believe me, nothing of that should scare anybody. Goa still is our top destination. We continue to get full support from the establishment there, and this year again you will find that the festival brings it that the colors of carnival which characterizes Goa. Yes, the opening parade is also a new addition. A large number of production houses also will be coming up with their own floats. States will also come up with their floats, which bring out the cinematic diversity of our country, cultural troops from all over, and obviously many stars also would be there. If you're only looking for stars, then the festival will surprise you, because it has stars as well as films, which are sometimes, Shekharji would agree, are greater than the stars, right? Bigger than the stars.
You'll find a lot of interesting things. I think that we put too much emphasis on stars in India. There are such beautiful people. I mean, if you go to a carnival, you won't miss stars. And I'm not saying they won't be there. They will be. You might probably find suddenly the person in a costume, wo mask nikalo, wo sab nikalo, arey ye to Shahrukh tha. Who knows? Look for it, all right?
11.
नमस्कार सर, मैं पूनम हूँ अमर उजाला से, और मैं साल दर साल फेस्टिवल को बढ़ते हुए देख रही हूँ। और शेखर जी, जिस तरह से इस बार आपने अपनी क्रिएटिविटी को उसमें डाला है, तो मुझे लगता है कि बहुत मनोरंजन हमें मिलने वाला है। लेकिन इस मर्तबा जो हमारे विदेशी मेहमान और जो फिल्में हैं, उनको लेकर हमें कम जानकारी मिली है। और हर बार जो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फिल्म महोत्सव होता है उसका आकर्षण जो होता है वो देसी फिल्में तो होती ही हैं, लेकिन विदेश से भी जैसे ऑस्कर की फिल्में आ रही हैं, तो क्या कोई निर्देशक निर्माता भी आ रहे हैं, उनके बारे में जानकारी नहीं मिल पाई है?
See, as was pointed out, we have films coming in from close to 80 countries, 240 films from 80 countries. The entire schedule is formed up now. This information about all these films will be on our app the moment this program is over, as well as our website, and also I think in the press note also you can the data would be released today itself. And as was pointed out in the presentation, the opening film, the mid-fest film, and the closing films also were announced today. So you have, I mean, how many? You have 13 world premieres, 13 world premieres, 5 international premieres, 44 Asian premieres, and 90 Indian premieres of the films happening. I mean, these films have not been seen by anybody so far in our country. I mean, these many films have not been seen by close to about 150 films, which are being screened out of these 240 are the ones which have not been seen by anybody in India. It's going to be a really exciting journey today this year.
I'll just give you an example. You know, when you have a party, यार 10 लोग 20 लोग चाहिए तो चलो 30 बनाओ, 20 आ जाएंगे, 10 नहीं आएंगे. हमारा उल्टा हो गया. हमने कहा ज्यूरी में कितने लोगों को बुलाएं, तो लोगों को दी इतला कि आप आओगे, सब ने हाँ कर दी. अब हमारी प्रॉब्लम दूसरी है, हम तो सिर्फ 5 ले सकते हैं. तो पूरा उल्टा हो रहा है. गोवा फिल्म फेस्टिवल इज बिकमिंग वेरी वेरी अ वांटेड फिल्म फेस्टिवल ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. They want to show their films here, and they all want to be a part of it. So we are growing in stature. We are growing in many, many ways. So thank
Coming
you.
on the, as was pointed out, coming on the back of waves. In fact, if you look at the number of entries we got, I mean, we got 1,600 entries last year. We have got 3,000 entries this year. I mean, it's almost double of what we got. So it's a problem of plenty this year. I mean, we can only screen these many. So we can only screen these many. Otherwise, you can get almost anything that is happening in the world coming in here.
And I'm telling those friends of mine that say, "नहीं, हम आएंगे, आप jury पर आएंगे." I said, "अच्छा, आप नहीं, if you can't, I can't take you to the jury. Come and do a master class. Come and do a master class. They have made 10 films, 20 films. Come, tell us how you make films." The master classes in Goa, knowledge series, and the master classes, they're terrific. And I've seen them. You know, last year, पहले उन्होंने कहा वो रणबीर कपूर आएगा, तो सबने कहा भाई रणबीर कपूर को you'll bring there. तो सब उटपटांग सवाल पूछेंगे, पब्लिक है. Not one. Everything was about his craft. Everything was about his grandfather. Everything was about film. So what I keep saying, it's not just the people that are coming to show their films or filmmakers. It's our audiences. Our audiences are one of the best in the world. They support us. We are nothing without them. Whether it's we show the films in theaters or we have a festival. They are the ones that support us.
67.
So good afternoon. This is Sanjay Agarwal. So World News. So मेरा question मंत्री जी को है. Goa is a very destination, but प्रधानमंत्री का vision है to make other regions also as profitable as Goa. And so is there any plan in the future, because आप लोग ये ले सकते हैं निर्णय?
Yeah, see, you see this international level, all film festivals are happening one place. So earlier our film festivals are also were there in Delhi, were there in Chennai, and when our Honorable Manohar Parrikar ji was there in Chief Minister, that time we decided this destination will be the one place. So because of how the international, you can take Cannes Film Festival. It will Cannes only, the Busan Film Festival. It will be in the Busan. Like that, Indian Film Festival will be in Goa only. The permanent setup also already established. So the festivals will take place in Goa for the international destination. Various film festivals are taking place that we are supporting. Thank you.
17. इसके बाद 17. हाँ, उसके बाद आप.
So I am Prakasan Pudiyate, Mathrubhumi, Kerala. You mentioned. I am Prakashan Pudiyatti, Madhrubhumi, Kerala. You mentioned about the AI. I want to know one thing. Is it the complete feature film made through AI technology? If it is so, how many AI feature films are going to be screened in Goa?
Sir, this is not feature film. These are length of 2 minutes to 10 minutes only. The short films.
The technology of feature filmmaking with AI right now is developing. Is it ready? There is one I noticed called Mahabharat that was released here, fully AI, but we are in Hanuman, he's saying. But we are working on it very soon. I think we can make half-an-hour films, but we'll soon, by next year, we'll find full feature films made AI all over the world, not just in India. So it's a new technology. 1 year ago, there wasn't any AI. 1 year, ek saal mein ho gaya.
So this year it will be short films. We'll see in future.
Thank you very much.